We are bringing you live team coverage of the police chase and crash involving a stolen car that killed a 92-year-old man, Thomas Chase, in Brighton yesterday.
Antonina Tortorello has more about the victim. He was trying to make a left-hand turn from East Avenue to Elmwood Avenue when he was hit. The driver of the car that hit him is only 17. And wait until you hear the information Chief Investigative Reporter Berkeley Breen has about him. Berkeley's live in Brighton where the crash happened. Burke?
Well, Brad, listen to this because there's a lot to unwrap about this young man and what happened. He's 17 years old and on parole. You remember all those smash and grabs in our community last year where somebody would use a stolen car and crash into a business to break in and steal from it? Well, he was arrested for 12 of those in our city last year. That's why he's on parole. Rochester police say he was driving the stolen car that Rochester police and the state police were chasing through the city and into Brighton yesterday. Inside that stolen car, an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old. And police say the 19-year-old was part of a gunfight in the city and another stolen car yesterday afternoon. When he crashed that car, police say he jumped into the stolen car of the 17-year-old, the one that he was driving. After that gunfight and the stolen car and the attempt to hit a police officer with that stolen car, the police chased the car until the crash here in Brighton. And the Rochester chief reviewed what happened.
Initially, after a cursory review from everything yesterday, I see no violations of our pursuit policy.
I wonder if the circumstances yesterday are going to at least prompt some kind of review on what you do.
Well, yeah, we can always do things better, no doubt. You know, we review everything that we do, and we always strive to do better. So, of course, we will. But, you know, for what I see from yesterday, it was within the guidelines that these officers were given.
The RPD's chase policy is very detailed, takes up several pages in the RPD's general orders. Now, this is the federal government chart of deaths from crashes related to police chases. And in 2012, there were 295, and in 2022, there were 483. It nearly doubled over a 10-year period. Next to me now is my colleague, Antonina Tortorella. And Antonina, you've learned more about the victim here, Mr. Chase, and the people that he volunteered for and with.
Yeah, thanks, Burke. Thomas Chase was the 92-year-old man killed in the crash. Chase was an Army veteran who served in France during World War II, as well as a college music professor. He also was a very active community volunteer. He took his skills to the Friendly House, where he was a volunteer for over 30 years. He gradually started playing piano for the people who lived there, which turned into music programs twice a week. Chase also gave presentations on different music and geology. Staff from the Friendly Home say it's hard to describe just how excited his playing and presentations made them and the people who live there. Chief David Smith says this is a devastating loss for his family and those who knew him.
Thomas Chase was a graduate of the Eastman School of Music. He was an active volunteer across our community. He leaves behind a devastated family that is left to pick up the pieces because, once again, teenagers are driving around recklessly in a stolen vehicle.
He was introduced to the home after a family member started living there. He says he started volunteering because, quote, the home had been an important part of his life, so he's done what he could to be a part of it. The Friendly Home says that Chase has an estimated, listen to this number, 5,000 hours of volunteering across his 30 years, and probably more than that. Now, he has touched the lives of hundreds of people there, and they say he defines what it means to give back. Reporting live on East Ave, Antonina Tortorello, News 10, NBC.
Antonina.
Such a tragedy.
It is such a tragedy. Thank you so much.